Hey there, Heather. Ho there, Jeff Cutter Diving. Welcome you to a brand new Stone Cold Hockey season. It is 2021-22, and we have 32 teams going toe to toe with each other. Last time we had 30 teams in 2012. We've decided Vegas and Seattle. So, anyway, we're doing 2022. We're going to do it as the Colorado Avalanche because that's the team that beat the two-time defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning. And we want to see if Colorado can do the job with Cole Makar and Nate McKinnon and all them. So of course the rules are we'll do all the Colorado games. If Colorado wins, then we keep going. 3 TV matches per video. If I lose in overtime slash regulation, then the next game will be simulated until Colorado wins. If we fall in the shootout, then it's a double whammy, a double loss. So there's 2 games: Pittsburgh, Tampa, and Seattle, Vegas. You had the expansion battle, but Pittsburgh, Tampa to raise their banner, and Tampa wins 4-1. Jarry losing to Vasilevsky. Tampa goals by Patty Maroon, Palat, Kucherov, and Palat. Pittsburgh goals by Brian Boyle. Seattle, Vegas overtime prologues by Vegas. Laurent Brosson beat Dreiger. Seattle goals by Giordano, Gord, and Dunn. Vegas goals by Carrier, Pacioretty, Nick Hague, Kitchener native, but not Kitchener Ranger, and Patches in overtime. So we host Chicago in our first game. Anaheim beat Winnipeg 5-3. Rangers beat Washington 4-1. Edmonton wins, and Toronto wins 4-1. I'm happy. All right, so Chicago at Colorado. And the big story is that we are putting our third string goalie Jonas Johansson in the nets. No Darcy Kemper, he's not available. Pavel Francouz is not in the net either. And there's Justus Onyonen. So Jonas Johansson, it will start the game. It is randomization, which goalies are in there. Chicago, not their main goalie. Marc-Andre Fleury from Vegas to Chicago, he's their main goalie. Lankin in second. Colin Delia and Arvid Soderblom are also there. So here are the lineups. We have ourselves this matchup. We have Mikko Rantanen, number 96 in your programs. Nathan MacKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog, Kitchener. That's right, former Kitchener Ranger Gabriel Landeskog. Oh, and Nazem Kadri, Kitchener. That's right, a pair of former Kitchener Rangers, Landeskog and Kadri. I forgot about that. They were both on the same team in 2022. So I guess the Kitchener part of my brain is working. Cale Makar, great defenseman. Feli Nikushin, Andre Burakovsky, J.T. Comfer, Devin Tays, not Jonathan Tays, Alex Newhook, who does well for Montreal nowadays, Nicola Aube-Kubel, who the Leafs mortgaged on, Eric Johnson, the former Blue, Logan O'Connor, Darren Helm, who's been around forever, Tyler Yus, Sam Girard, Bowen Byram, who was a good defenseman, second overall, I think. Curtis McDermott, Jack Johnson, the legend. 10 years ago, we had him for Los Angeles. Kiefer Sherwood, Ryan Murray, and Jason Magna. Yeah, I think we got Lekkinen for Newhook. But anyway, Chicago, they have Alex the Patty Kane still around in Chicago colors, number 88, red, white, and black monster. Dylan Strome, Brendan Hagel, former Tampa Flyer. Dominic Kubalik, Kitchener. Look it up, people. Dominic Kubalik was a Kitchener Ranger. Jonathan Tays, yeah, the Jonathan Tays. Kirby Doc, Philip Kurashev, Seth Jones, Caleb Jones, no relation. Mackenzie Ernstyle, Jake McCabe, Connor Murphy, Calvin DeHaan, Hendrik Borgstrom, Eric Gustafson, Ryan Carpenter, Tyler Johnson, Jajara Carrera, Riley Stillman, Reese Johnson, and Alex Vlasic. So let's see if we can beat these guys. In the first, blue action, Dylan Strome. 5 minutes into it, battle, control, defense, action for them, and they score! Eric Gustafson from Jones and Kane makes it 1-0. So on the action chart, it's a 93, which landed on a 10 plus crease chance, and then 31 to 37, 11 plus save, other scores 34. So that's what happens. 6 minutes later, no chance. Nikushin had a chance and he missed. On the box. See, minor penalty on the Fitzney team. That's Hagel. Can we take advantage? We Power play goal. Nathan McKinnon from Ronton and Landeskog. Our big boys score. 1-1. So yeah, to remind you, we're gonna go slow on this one. Timing is how many minutes? So 20 turns into 18. Battle 2. Control 12. So that means that's us. Defense is 14, and then an attack chart for us. And a chance 81. Pay the price. Take one hit for crease chance, and then goal 73 to 78. It has to be higher than 75. So that's a goal. Well, that's a save of a Rantanen. Much later. Aggression? Chance for that? Us? No, we're red dye Chicago's Blue Ducks. 2 minutes later. Agitator. Chicago got agitated. Murphy in the box. What? We sure do. Power play go. Valerie Nikushkin. Nikushkin. Hadouken. From Jack Johnson and Logan O'Connor. Of course, I do famous goal calls and all that. Nikushkin. Oh, you can. 6 minutes later. Aggression? We get aggressive with smooth puck. So they tie it. What? No. No shot. Okay, good. We're up 2-1. 20 minutes away from a giant opening night win. 2 minutes later. Agitator? They get agitated. It's Ernst style. Take a chance? No. No. Helm. 4 minutes later. Pay the price. Nakushkin. Hadouken. Street Fighter thing. His second goal from Rantanen, his second assist. 2 minutes later. Aaron Helm from the far Newhook. Well, 4-1. I think this game's going to over. Just kill the clock. Here we do. 4-1. Well, Johansson wasn't the problem. Chicago Lankinen was. So we win 4-1 with Jonas Johansson in the net. Hey, stranger things have happened. Yeah, we gave up the first goal of the season, but we scored 4 straight. McKinnon with 1, Nikushin with 2, and Darren Helm, the pride of the former Red Wings. I think it's a 16th season or something. But we win 4-1, so we won on opening day. Our opening day. And we are not playing. We're not playing on the 14th, so we simulate everyone else's matches. Yep, so we simulate everyone's matches. I don't look at their line scores until we get our line scores. We are hosting St. Louis. Strange that it took 5 days for St. Louis to get to play a game. Well, Boston played their first game and won 3-2. Calgary played their first game and won. Gotta make sure I don't autoplay the wrong one. There we go. We host St. Louis, and our backup Frank Coors in the net against St. Louis is Charlie Lindgren, former half goalie. Or is it future half goalie? I think he was a future one. Anyway, 5 goalies for the Blues, and it's not Philly Husso or even Jordan Binnington, who had slipped a little bit. Binnington was the star of the 2025 Four Nations tournament for Canada, and then went to the 2026 Olympics, which he lost. Husso, Binnington, Charlie Lindgren is the third guy. Joe Hofer and John Gillies are also in the net. Hofer, I think, plays for St. Louis right now. All right, so St. Louis, their first game of the season. We're 1-0. They have Vladdy Tarasenko still, number 91, with those sick moves. Pavel Buchnevich, the Winter Soldier in New York, number 89. Jordan Kyrou, David Perron, the player Ivan Barbashev from Vegas. Braden Shen, former Flyer. Brendan Saad, Ryan O'Reilly, who everyone falls over to get every year. Robert Thomas, who was a hero against Dallas in the second round of the playoffs 2019. Justin Falk, former Kane. Torrey Krug, former Bruin. Nathan Walker, Colton Parayko, Oscar Sundquist, Logan Brown, Glenn Closman, Marco Scandetta, Nico Mukula, Tyler Bozak, former Leaf that they let go too early, Dakota Joshua, Jake Wallman, Kelly Rosen, Robert Bertuzzo. Can't think he's Kitchener Ranger, but I don't think so. Now we take a look. Yeah, I don't think Robert Bertuzzo is a Kitchener Ranger. I keep thinking he is. He was Kitchener. Oh, he was traded to the Kitchener Rangers. That's right. I thought I got him mixed up with another Robert who was defenseman for defenseman with the Kitchener Rangers. Anyway, let's go. 1 minute into the game, Charles Book. 1 minute later, Steal. The Angel Gabriel promises a goal. Kitchener! Landeskog from McDermott makes it 1-0. That's the goal time. 5 minutes later, Russians. We attacked their attack and power play, but 2 minutes penalty on McKinnon, of all people. No shot. They have a chance. No. 2 minutes later. Colorado with the 2-minute minor. It's Landeskog. And they score on the second time. Justin Falk from Rosen and Barbashev. Remember, this is their first game of the season. 4 minutes later. As for them, no. One minute into the game. Chance for Colorado, no. Much later. Colorado delivers a hit. 4 minutes later. No. Much later. Chance? Oh, Rantanen. Direction, Colorado takes the penalty. It's McKinnon. Well, at least we killed that off. They have a chance. Tarasenko? No. 3 minutes later. Nakishkin, Abarzarecha, Hadouken, his third from Kadri and Murray. 2 minutes later. Andre the Giant Burakovsky from New Hook, 3-1. 3 minutes later. Now, you'll see something like the last game, you didn't see the circles with 140, 121 minutes. If a game is by 2 goals or less in the final few minutes, they'll go rolls and to see if there's empty net goals. All right. After that, Erik Johnson from Portland Blue does it to him. Taves and Landeskog with the assist. We knocked off St. Louis 4-1. St. Louis thought they could screw us over, making it 1-1, but the third period was ours. Nikushin, Burakovsky, and Erik Johnson, the former Blue. So we win 4-1. 2 for 2. Dallas shuts out Ottawa 5-0. I laugh. As a Leaf fan, I have to laugh. Right? And I can't laugh that. Rangers beat the Leafs 5-2, so now they're 4-0. Well, Tampa's 3-0. We go to Washington. We go to the East Coast this time. Tampa lost to Florida. Ha 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 ha. So we go to Washington to face Ovechkin and co. Johansson is back in the net for us. Ilya Samsonov for Washington. Good Russian goalie. Of course, if Russia made the Olympics without those stupid sports bans, things would be different. They have Fanasek, Sack Fukale, and Phoenix Copley. What a name. So, yeah, Colorado against Washington. They have a loss and an overtime loss. We have 2 wins. So they have Alex Ovechkin, the great 8. Genie Kuznetsov, great player. Tom Wilson, an agitator. Connor Sheary. John Carlson, who sunk the Team Canada in the 2010 World Juniors. Garrett Hathaway. Lars Eller from Denmark. Dmitry Orlov, TJ Yoshi, a shootout hero in the 2014 Olympics. Nick Dowd, Anthony Mantha, Connor McMichael, Martin Ferrari, Danny Sprawn from, Taiwan or something? He was born in a Southeast Asian country. Nick Backstrom, before he went off back to Sweden, I guess. Nick Jansen, Justin Schultz, Joe Snively, Carl Hagelin, Jose Portras Brett Leeson, Trevor fan mistake, and Matt Irwin. 2 minutes into the game. Remember, we're blue die. The road team gets blue die, the home team gets the red die. 3 minutes later. They have a chance? No. 5 minutes later. First skills. J.T. Cooper. His first from Makar, 1-0. 5 minutes later. To end the period, chance for us. Burakovsky, no, couldn't bury it. 2-0 denied. So it's 1-0 for us through 20 minutes. 2 minutes into the game. Aggression. Washington takes the penalty. Egelin. Do we have a chance? We do. Papa power play goal. Andre the Giant Burakovsky, his second from Makar, makes it 2 for Colorado, none for Washington. 1 minute after that. So we try to come back, but Kuznetsov gets whacked. 5 minutes later. Action. Protector Skido or Joe Snidely from Eller and back. Who the heck is this guy? Got it back. Trailing team hustles to win possession. On a puck battle. 5 minutes later. Aggression. Damn it, we got aggressive. Damn it. Jost. No. Chance? No. Halfway had a chance. And we're up 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Manage. 3 minutes. And scores! Mike Tyson Jost. He scores from McKinnon and Kadri. Two minutes later. Three minutes later. That scores! What's another year for someone who knows or just lost everything? Johnny Logan O'Connor. That is from Justin Kadri. 4-1. Much later. Just kill the clock, boys. Just kill the clock. There's a fight between Landeskog and Halfway. Landeskog, what are you doing? You don't fight. You're the visiting player got the better of it. What? He got Halfway? You saved freaking Landeskog. He doesn't fight. Well, Comter, Burakovsky, Justin O'Connor scored 4-1. So Johansson is the main guy. Hey, Jeffrey, we're 3-0. Vegas, are they 3-0? Yes, they are. Well, we're in Florida, so that means we're going to be playing Tampa probably next. If we beat Florida, we'll play Tampa. Probably play Tampa, right? Because we're in Florida in the first place, right? No, yep. See, we play one Florida team, we play the other. We're 3-0. Us, Vegas, San Jose, and Los Angeles are undefeated. Yeah, Vegas, San Jose, and us are 3-0. Vegas, LA's 2-1. Chicago has yet to win. They're 0-5. Minnesota's only got 1 point. Ottawa's the only other team to not win in this thing. Only 3 teams are undefeated in the East: Boston, Islanders, and Carolina. So yeah, and the playoff thing is a little different. Obviously, as you look on the left side, you see 3 teams with stars, and then WC1, WC2. Because remember the rules with the playoff format and all that. The standings, the top 3, and then the top 3 in each division move on, and then based off of points is the wild card and all that. So look at the standings. So Toronto would win the division if everything happened like I hope for. Tampa would play Detroit in a series, then and 2 and 3 in the division play each other, and then the top team in the division plays a wild card. Islanders would play Carolina, the Rangers and Leafs. Since the Rangers have the most points of the two, they would play New Jersey. Toronto would play Montreal, wildcard team. In the West, Nashville would play Dallas. Colorado would wait for a wildcard team. we would play a wildcard team. San Jose and Anaheim would play each other. Vegas would wait for somebody, and since we probably get wildcard two, that would be Vancouver. Vegas gets Los Angeles. So yeah, we're get a wildcard team in play. So we'll see what happens. But remember, this is only 3 games. You don't really have the Kushin has 3 goals. Right now, Draisaitl and Kreider have 6 each. Jeff Skinner, another former Kitchener Ranger, with 5. Jack Campbell's got a good goals against. So too does Antti Ranta. Johansson and Francours are both 2-0. Why did we get rid of Johansson? By the way, Omar Tokarski, boo, I hate that guy. So yeah, so lots of things happen. Peter Mrazek. I forgot we're in the Jack Campbell era for the Leafs. Yeah, but so we're 3 games in and we are 3-0, so we can't complain. We can't. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond at Duke.